Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. The Israelites have been scattered across the four corners of the earth, as prophesied in Deuteronomy, the 20th chapter. Here at Israel United in Christ, we need your help to recover the remnant of our people, teach them the gospel. Please help us, support us, and join or donate to the Booster Club today. Shalom.
All right, read
the
that.
word of the Lord that came to Joel, the son of Pethuel. Hear this, ye O men, and give ear, all ye inhabitants of the land.
Come on.
Have this been in your days, or even in the days of your fathers? Tell your children of it, and let your children tell their children, and their children another generation.
Come on.
That which the palmer worm hath left hath the locust eaten, and that which the locust hath left the cankerworm eaten, and that which the cankerworm hath left hath the caterpillar eaten.
Read on.
Awake, ye drunkards, and weep, and howl, all ye drinkers of wine.
All ye drinkers of what?
All ye drinkers of wine.
All right, real quick, brothers, by show of hands, what is that going into? Is there a mic for the crowd? All right. What is it talking about being drunk with wine? Brothers, yes. No purple shirts. Wine. I want a scripture. Yes. All right, who's the MOV in here? Raise your hands. Who's the MOV? 1, 2, 3, 4. Jacob, what's the wine?
Micah chapter 2 and verse 11.
See that stuff? See that thing right there? That's called a spiritual hand. Give the brother a round of applause for that thing. I knew he had it. All right, read what you got.
It's the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 11.
Come on.
If a man walking in the spirit and falsehood do lie, saying, I will prophesy unto thee of wine.
Of what?
Of wine.
You see that? That wine is going into lies, okay? Whenever you see that script, that word wine is going into lies. So make sure you go back to where we at, Joel 1 and 5, circle it, and write down that scripture right there, okay? Now, go back to Joel, read 1 and 4 for me real quick.
Joel chapter 1 and verse 4.
Come on.
That which the palmer worm have left, hath the locust eaten. And that which the locust have left, hath the cankerworm eaten.
Come on.
And that which the cankerworm have left, hath the caterpillar eaten.
All right, so what you got to realize, I know your officers that are assigned to you teach you to study what? What should you be studying on a daily basis, brothers? Let me hear this brother right here. Adar? Brother Adar.
Yes, sir, brother Adar. Basically what you're dealing with?
That and what else?
Deuteronomy 28.
Yeah, Deuteronomy took the basics, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, we dealing with you, Adar, because you answered correctly. So which curse is this going into? In verse 4. What prophetic curse is that talking about?
Deuteronomy 28, verse 17.
Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear that.
It's the book of Deuteronomy.
Hold on, wait till everybody gets it. I want to make sure everybody following along, taking notes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 17. Curse shall be thy basket and thy store.
Can I do another one? My bad.
All right, good. What you got?
Deuteronomy 28, verse 38.
All right, read that one. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 38. That sounds good.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 38. Thou shalt carry much seed out into the field, and shalt gather but little in, For the locust shall consume it.
For the what?
For the locust shall consume it.
For the locust shall consume it. Meaning what? That came to pass. What? Where did it come to pass at?
In the scripture.
In the scriptures. What particular scripture are we reading?
On Joel 1, verse 4 through 6.
Very good. Very good, my brother. Brother Adar. All right?
Yes, sir.
Let's go back to Joel. Let's go back to Joel. Start at verse 5.
Joel chapter 1 verse 5.
Come on.
Awake, ye drunkards, and weep and howl, all ye drinkers of wine, because of the new wine, for it is cut off from your mouth.
Uh-huh.
For a nation is come up upon my land.
All right, so the question was, it's talking about a nation. Is this Esau? Okay, read verse 6 again.
For a nation is come up upon my land,
Uh-huh.
strong and without number,
Strong and without number, come on.
whose teeth are as the teeth of a lion.
Of a what?
Of a lion.
Come on.
And he hath the cheek teeth of a great lion.
Of a great lion. All right, so it's telling you a characteristic of that nation. All right? I don't know who has studied the captivities in detail. Meaning what? Every prophet, you can match them up in a captivity. But when it comes to Esau, if you Google it or whatever, all of their records, they don't know what captivity the prophet Joel comes from. Because when you read Isaiah, it says what? Babylon. Ezekiel says Babylon. Isaiah, the beginning of it was Assyria, but the latter part was Babylon. Jeremiah says what, brothers? What captivity was Jeremiah in? See, they ain't used to, I always ask questions. I got to make sure you're studying. Who has it? What captivity was the prophet Jeremiah from? Give it a shot. Yes. My brother right here in the locks. Give it a shot. Give it a guess, brother. Take a shot. What's your name?
Abdil.
Abdil?
Yes.
Hey, shalom, brother.
Oh, shalom.
All right, which captivity do you think the prophet Jeremiah was in?
I would say, I don't know, but Persian Mede.
You say Persian Mede?
Yeah.
All right. Let me hear one more. My brother right there in the orange. Yeah. He ain't think, it's okay. He heard about it, so he might have watched the video. Let's see. What you got, my brother? Give it a shot. Give it a shot. Come on. It's okay. Let's see what he got.
I'm not sure if I'm accurate, but I'm gonna just say the Babylonian.
You gonna say what?
Babylonian.
Good. It's Babylonian. See that? All praises.
I just want you brothers that's in MOV. What book comes after Jeremiah? Get it, Brother Judah. And this will help you remember what captivity certain prophets are in.
Lamentation.
Right. And what is Lamentations? What is he lamenting?
What is he looking into?
What is he lamenting? Lamentations is short for lament.
Oh, he lamenting Israel going into captivity in Babylon.
Right. And what happened? Was it something major that happened?
The temple was destroyed.
Right. So we know Jeremiah, and then Jeremiah lamenting, which he was there in the Babylonian captivity, because that's when the temple got burned.
Right.
Make sense? Just to kind of help you put them in order when you going through. All right.
Right.
All praise. All right, where we was at? What verse?
Joel 1 and 7 now.
Read 6 again.
Joel chapter 1 and verse 6.
Come on.
For a nation is come up upon my land, strong and without number, whose teeth are as the teeth of a lion.
The teeth are as the teeth of a lion. All right, so let's do this. Hold that. Give me the book of Daniel. Give me chapter 8. Daniel chapter 8. All right, says something very similar. Let's start at No. 7. Daniel 7. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. Start at verse 1.
It's the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 1.
Come on.
In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and visions of his head upon his bed.
Come on.
Then he wrote the dream and told the sum of the matters.
Come on.
Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the four winds of the heaven strove upon the great sea.
That great sea is the Mediterranean Sea. Okay? Write that down. The great sea is the Mediterranean. Read on.
Verse 3. And four beasts came up from
Read it
the
again.
sea. And four great beasts came up from the sea, diverse one from another.
It's four great beasts. Does anybody know what that's talking about, four great beasts? If you don't, four kingdoms. Four great kingdoms, okay? Write that down. All right, four great kingdoms. Read on.
Verse 4. The first was like a lion.
The first was like a what?
The first was like a lion.
Come on.
And had eagle's wings. I beheld till the wings thereof were plucked, and it was lifted up from the earth, and made stand upon the feet as a man.
As a what?
As a man.
Come on.
And a man's heart was given to it.
A man's heart was given unto it. So that's how you know it's not an actual beast. Okay?
Just the precept. Go to Ecclesiastes 3 and 18.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 18.
Uh-huh.
I said in mine heart concerning the estate of the sons of men.
Concerning the estate of the sons of men. Read.
That God might manifest them, and that they might see that they themselves are beasts.
They are what?
Are beasts.
That they themselves are beasts. Y'all see that? All right.
Very good. Read that again. Verse 4.
Daniel.
No, hold on. Yes, read verse 4 again. Go ahead.
Daniel chapter 7, verse 4.
Come on.
The first was like a lion, and had eagle's wings. I beheld till the wings thereof were plucked, and it was lifted up from the earth, and made stand upon the feet as a man, and a man's heart was given to it. And behold, another beast.
Let's stop there. So we're going to deal with that line. We're going to deal with the first beast. Give me the book of Jeremiah, chapter 4. Give me Jeremiah chapter 4. Yeah, verse 6. Jeremiah 4 and 6.
Jeremiah chapter 4 and verse 6. Set up the standard toward Zion.
Mm-hmm.
Retire, stay not, for I will bring evil from the north.
From the what?
From the north.
Bring evil from the north. Now, hold that. Give me Jeremiah 16 and 14 real quick. We bring out this precept all of the time at camp.
Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 14.
Come on.
Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
From the land of what?
Of the north.
All right, all right. Jeremiah was in which time period? Which kingdom? Babylon. That's what he's talking about. He's talking about the deliverance from Babylon. He's talking about during that time and future tense with us, our deliverance from the daughter of Babylon. Now, let's go back to Jeremiah 4 and 6. All right.
Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 6.
Also want to add to that. Another reason why it says from the north, the path they took, they went up to Carchemish, then they came down. So that's why another reason why it says from the north, because the path they took.
All right, read that.
Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 6.
Come on.
Set up the standard toward Zion.
Come on.
Retire, stay not, for I will bring evil from the north, and a great destruction.
And a what?
A great destruction.
Come on.
The lion is come up from his thicket.
The what?
The lion is come up from his thicket.
It says the lion has come up from his thicket. Remember, a beast. The beast is not going into an actual beast. It's talking about man. All right, read.
And the destroyer.
And the who?
The destroyer
of
the Gentiles is on his way.
Come on.
He is gone forth from his place to make thy land desolate, and thy cities shall be laid waste without an inhabitant.
Without an inhabitant. Okay, give me the book of 2 Kings real quick. All right. Make sure y'all precepting this, brothers. This is our history right here. This is going into the siege of who? Siege of Jerusalem by the hand of who? Huh? Okay. Okay. lot of Barry White brothers, the deep voices. Can barely hear them. All right, 2 Kings 24, start at verse 1. 1.
2 Kings chapter 24, verse 1.
Come on.
In his days, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came up, and Jehoiakim became his servant 3 years.
Read.
Then he turned and rebelled against him.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord sent against him bands of the Chaldees, and bands of the Syrians, and bands of the Moabites, and bands of the children of Ammon.
Uh-huh.
And sent them against Jerusalem to destroy it.
And read it again. And sent who?
And sent them against Jerusalem to destroy
It
it.
says Jerusalem?
I mean Judah.
Sheesh.
And sent them.
Let's try it again. Verse 2. Come on.
And the Lord sent against him bands of the Chaldees, and bands of the Syrians, and bands of the Moabites, and bands of the children of Ammon, and sent them against Judah to destroy it.
To do what?
To destroy it.
To destroy it. What was his name in Jeremiah 4:7? The destroyer. All right. He's telling us exactly who that is. Okay. Go to Revelations 13. Because the question asked in Joel chapter 1, it's talking about a nation. Is that Esau? Oh, another one real quick before we go to Revelations. Let's go back to Joel, but we're going to go to chapter 2 and start at verse 18. Watch this. This is another precept to show you that this is talking about the Babylonian Empire under Nebuchadnezzar. Read this.
Joel chapter 2, verse 18.
Come on.
Then will the Lord be jealous for his land,
Uh-huh.
and pity his people.
And pity his people. Read.
Yea, the Lord will answer and say unto his people, Behold, I will send you corn and wine and oil, and ye shall be satisfied therewith. And I will no more make you a reproach among the heathen.
So the Most High God is going to deliver us. Remember, let me see who knows. How long were we supposed to be in the Babylonian captivity? Yes.
70 years.
70 years. All right, I ain't going to mess with you. I ain't going to ask you for the precept. All right, read on.
Verse 20.
Come on.
But I will remove far off from you the northern army.
The what?
The northern army.
Who's that? Who's the northern army? Huh? How do you know that?
In Joel 1.
No.
No.
Oh, he has it. Yes, yes, I heard you. My brother right here, he has it. He has the spirit. Give it to him.
It was Jeremiah 6 and 7?
Nope.
No?
Come on, brothers. We just went over it. Come on. How do we know who the northern army is? Yes. Yes, my brother right here. Brother Lemuel.
Jeremiah 4 and 6.
Yes. Yes, it does say north there. Yes, very good. 6 and 7. Very good. Also another one. What's the other one? My brother right here with the glasses. Brother Ezra.
Jeremiah 16 to 14.
Very good. Thank you. Very good. All right. So that's another precept. So you got Joel 1 and 6, Joel 2:20. That's how you know it's talking about the Babylonians. Now let's go to Revelations 13 to get the last part of this question. Let me look at it real quick. Sorry. All right, Revelations 13. Start at verse 1.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea.
Come on.
Having 7 heads and 10 horns.
All right. Oh, who is that, brothers? Y'all should know. We go over this every week. 7 heads, 10 horns. Come on.
And upon his horns. I'm sorry. Sorry, Cat.
7 heads, 10 horns. I'm not going to make you name them, but I need to know that you know.
Is that America and the European nations? You said don't name them. America, the European nation, America.
So the
France.
7 heads is America?
No. No, America is the head.
Okay. My brother right here. No, that's incorrect. That's incorrect.
Shalom leadership. It's the EU and the 10 common markers.
Very good. The European Union. Wait, you said one and the same. You tried to trick me right there. You did try to trick me. Who's the seven heads? Who is it? Name them.
Greece, Rome, Spain, France, Germany, Russia, Great Britain.
Very good. And then the European Union's 10. Very good. Give them a round of applause. Very good. All right, let's read it again. Verse 1. Come on.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy.
All right, pay attention to verse 2. Come on.
Verse 2. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard.
All right, so the beast that he saw was like unto a leopard. When you read the full, was that Daniel chapter 7? It lists all of these beasts. All right, read it again, verse 2.
And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard. And his feet were as the feet of a bear.
Come on.
And his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority.
Meaning what? This is prophetic of Babylon the Great, a.k.a. the United States of America. But United States of America encompasses all of the traits of who? Babylon, Persian Mede, Greece, and Rome. Those are the 4 in Daniel 7. So when they ask the question in Joel chapter 1, it's talking about a nation. Is that Esau? Yeah, it's Esau, but in its context, it's talking about who? In its context, at that time, who's it talking about? Babylon. Babylon, meaning what? It's twofold. It's talking about Babylon and the so-called white man, or America today. All right?
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.